Hello everyone, my name is Zoe Hawk and welcome back to another episode of Tainted Grail. So yeah, back in photo mode. I love it though. It's awesome. Anyways, we are going to...
Oh, these poor souls. Someone's got to look out for them. Hey, what a mess.
Okay, yeah, I already talked to him. It is still night. I think our barracks is in here, right? Wrong button. This is barracks, right? Yes. I can sleep in here. Let's go to sleep. Rest until 7. That's good. Okay. That would be stealing. Don't want to do that. Well rested? Okay. So, it's raining. There's probably more to look around here, honestly. Maybe I should do that. What's over this way? I do want to, I'm pretty sure I have some points. Ooh, sage. Yeah, okay. So, this button, no, this button, and this button. And let's just place it, oh, not what I wanted. Not what I wanted, damn it. This button, and this button. Yes, okay. Level up. Attributes 2, awesome. Okay, I think endurance would be cool. Actually, I don't know why. Close. Pause. Okay, there we go. So, why? There we go. Okay, so this weapon, let's see. That requires 7 strength. I'm probably never gonna get that. But I think my armor, yes, requires 3 endurance. So let's do that. 3 endurance. Put that away, lady. Okay, level up. Okay, that's the max health, encumbrance limit, ooh, and stamina regeneration. That seems really good. So let's confirm that. And then skill tree. Now, I was watching Genie gameplay. I think that's how you look it up on YouTube. But anyways, I was watching her play. And I noticed she had tabs up here. And which I do too. And I totally forgot about... I mean, I didn't forget because I didn't notice it. But yeah. Arrays, attack speed, movement, bows... wands and cubes, summoning, combat, general and buffs, perception, stealth, daggers, and critical hits. Ooh. So, what is this? Parry King. Your parry window is increased by 0.1 seconds. Ooh. Let's do that. By 0.2. Okay, and then attack speed, maybe? Increases attack speed by 2%. Bows, no. Wait, what is bows? Stamina cost of holding a drawn bow is reduced by 50%. Ooh. The further you are away from the enemy, the more damage you inflict, up to 50%. Deal 50% extra damage when hitting enemy weak spots. Ooh. Stealth. What's stealth? Decrease noise by 20%. Seems good. Wait, daggers. Backstabs with daggers have 33% increased chance to be critical. Ooh. Practical, healing, crafting, statuses? What is statuses? Exploitation of afflictions. If an enemy has an active status on them, they take 10% more damage. Armor. Ooh. Increase armor value of your equipment by 2%. Why would I want to do that? Armor weight threshold by 5%. Endurance increases your melee damage by 1 point or 1%. Okay. Movement. Dash costs 20% less stamina. That seems really good. I want to take this bow thing though. Stamina cost of holding a drawn bow is reduced by 50. Think. Maybe. What is this? Soul cubes and wands increase spell power by 15 when equipped. Summoning. Achieve active summon increases your mana regeneration by 5%. I don't have a summon thing yet. Combat. Your spell power is increased by 10%. Ooh. I think that's good. General and buffs. What is this? Gain 10 max stamina. Regeneration is doubled outside of combat. Movement speed multiplier increases spell power by the same amount. Okay. So I'm doing general mostly. What is this? When below 30% health, gain 30% attack speed and increases your physical damage by 1% for every 5% of missing health. I can't get rid of them once I put them in. Building shields increases melee damage. Stamina. Gain 7 max stamina. Health. Increases max health by 5%, yeah. Okay, so I did parry and combat. Spell power is increased by 20%. I think I'm going to confirm that. I have that one potion that lets me reset all of these. So, yeah. Let's talk to him. So, the Archspire doesn't look like something built by humans.
I suppose it wasn't. I can feel it guards something primordial within. The markings on the stone resemble the work of the Fordwellers. In my time, such inscriptions would shift and change, making them impossible to decipher. Yet, I met some people who sought to unravel these mysteries. Most of them were Picts. I allowed them to explore Avalon without my oversight. And so, I remember that the royal geographers came to be. My favorite band of adventurers. True pathfinders. Avalon owes them a great debt.
Tell me what the Horns of the South were like in your time.
The Horns of the South. The crown jewel of these lands. We had barely laid the foundations of Tainted Grail when Seawall and his men had already built a lighthouse, eager to guide our ships to them. He always had a competitive spirit. Of course, it helped that he took every sailor from the homelands with him, along with a handful of knights, so they could learn from one another. And thus, the Keepers of the South were formed. I decreed that every sworn keeper would stand as an equal to a Knight of the Round Table. I doubt they still honor that law. But I am glad to see the keepers grown. In my time, there was only a lighthouse and barracks.
Did you know Sewall personally?
Sewall. He was the first to set foot on Avalon, not me. He decided that if anything were to attack us in this strange land, he would shield me and take the first blow himself. I remember loyalty. A fierce, unwavering loyalty. To me and to Avalon. He must have been someone I trusted deeply. Perhaps as we move forward, more memories of him will come back to me. For now, I only hope his loyalty wasn't in vain.
Okay. Cool. Cook. Onion bun. Let's craft that. And I can't craft anything else except for mashed potatoes. Let's do that. Okay. I don't know why, but some of these menus I can't back out of with my controller. I have to use my mouse. Okay. Oh. What's down here? Ah, that's how you jump, right? Carnation to remember. Okay, we can do that. See, like this menu, I can't. I have to push it with my mouse. Weird.
Hey, you're heading to the village, right? Tiernan should let you in. Take this medicine to my father, will you? Goban is a loud man. You shouldn't have trouble finding him.
Okay.
I can't promise that talking to him will be any fun. Come to me afterwards.
Your father lives in the village. What's wrong with your father? Why won't Tiernan let you in? Are the keepers allowed to have wives and children? Why the second lighthouse? Okay, so your father lives in the village, huh?
He used to serve too. In fact, he was the builder before me. Now he's just an old fart angry at the world.
But a father is a father, right? We may hate each other, but as long as I can help him, I will. Hence the medicine.
What's wrong with your father?
If Heber doesn't know, then I don't either. So we keep trying.
Why won't this chairman let you in?
Because he received orders not to let any keeper through without a pass. And I don't have one. In fact, I've already used mine. Guess what I used it on? That's right, bringing medicine to my father. When that Egypt gets an order, he's like a priest who stumbled into an orgy. He's got a stick up his ass. Nothing gets through him.
Are keepers allowed to have wives and children?
Not all keepers have been here their entire life, you know? He got me before he joined the Horns. Serves me right for wanting to find him, stupid son of a bitch. If only I knew what it would entail.
Do you regret becoming a keeper?
I don't know. Following my old man here was all I ever wanted. Never saw myself as anything else. Tried picturing myself as a husband, a father once. But, nah. I wouldn't know how to raise a kid. I'd just mess them up. Like father, like son, I guess.
So, can anyone become a keeper, no matter their age?
Well, no, of course not. We're not priestesses of the All-Mother. A woman can be an old crone and still devote herself to the All-Mother. But a man's got to have some fight left in him to be a keeper. Old enough to hold a sword, young enough to not break under its weight. We all got different roles around the keep, sure. But at the core, we're warriors. Don't forget that.
Why the second lighthouse?
If I had a gold coin for every time someone asked me that, I could fund the damn thing myself. Look, it's Camelot's orders. I get paid to follow them, not to question them. If they want to throw money at us to keep up appearances, that's their problem. I'm not about to stop them.
Okay.
Keep your head down.
Oh, Mother have mercy. Not another one. If I let you pass, will you promise not to make any trouble?
I can try, but no promises. I don't know, trouble always seems to find me. I can try, but no promises, dude.
That's just my luck. Take the post, Tiernan, they told me. You'll be looking after a village full of old farts. That's practically early retirement, they said. What a load of crap. There's always something. If it's not the deck falling apart, it's a refugee running around biting people.
You said a refugee is biting people?
Well, to be fair, he only bit one person. But it was a keeper. I know Mahone can be a piece of shit sometimes, but gods. Now both of them are sick. And Haber's got no clue what's wrong. Which is the only reason that refugee isn't dead. Yet. So, he's sitting in a cage. His wife's crying all day and everyone's pissed. Meanwhile, I'm stuck in the middle of it all.
Maybe this isn't the job for you.
No need to tell me that. But I can't just go back to patrolling the walls. I'd be a laughingstock. I'd rather sit here and hope everything works itself out. I mean, everyone's gotta die someday, right? So whether it's me or them, at least my problems will be over.
Has anything else happened recently?
No, not really. Fortunately.
What happened to the deck?
The deck? Nah, just old wood. Honestly, it's the least of my problems. But I've got no way to fix it. Dara's always busy with his lighthouse, and every time I try to do it myself, someone else needs me for something. I can't even sneak out to the tavern because last time some rich bint started complaining that everything here smells of fish. That's a seaside village. What else would it smell of?
I can help you fix the deck.
You do that? That would be a huge relief. Well, maybe not huge. There are bigger problems, but it'd be a start. Truth be told, I don't know why they want it so badly. It's for boats. No one here even uses boats. But, well, you know how it is with old folks. Once they get fixated on something, there's no point in arguing. I'd pay if I could, but this was supposed to be my job. The budget's long gone. But if you're interested, I could teach you a thing or two about home decor.
What?
Not exactly standard keeper knowledge, but, well, we all have our secrets.
Home decor? You're into home decor.
Surprised? Can't blame you. This might sound odd coming from someone stationed in a glorified fish bucket, but I've got a thing for furniture. The only thing more mismatched than the barracks around here is my career choice. But, yeah, I like imagining places where things fit. Where chairs don't wobble, tables don't look like someone hacked them together with a dull axe, and beds. Well, beds don't feel like they're plotting your murder while you sleep.
I wouldn't have guessed you were into furniture.
Not exactly a secret I broadcast. Most folks see me as Tiernan the Grumbler. But hey, we've all got something that keeps us sane, right? Mine just happens to be daydreaming about nicer chairs.
What are you selling? Oh, chairs and beds and stuff? Do I get to buy a house? Luxury bedroom set? Ooh. What is all of this, man? This is cool. I didn't know that was here. Can I talk to you again?
Ah, that's you. Do you need something?
Tell me more about that rich bent you mentioned.
Oh, she's a real piece of work, that one. Her name's Lady Elisa. Something. I don't remember. She came here with her husband. Poor man. I never heard him get a word in. You know, sometimes I regret not getting married. But if I had a wife like her, I'd just end up being a keeper all over again.
Okay,
See you around.
I'll see you. If I get a house, I'll come back to you, dude.
What do you want? To gawk at the beast? Well, I'll have to disappoint you. My Cole is not the monster you all believe him to be.
Has something happened? No idea what you're talking about. Something happened.
So you really don't know? If you're not from here, I'm not sure what could have brought you to this hellhole. But you have my sympathies. Just know that Cole isn't like that. Something is poisoning his mind and soul. I don't know what it is, or why it happened to Cole. But now we're all at the mercy of those damned keepers.
Tell me more about what happened.
One evening there was a quarrel between our group, the villagers, and one of the keepers. They'd had a bit too much to drink and let some comments slip. They hurled insults at us, saying there's no place for us here, that we should just get the hell out of here because things are hard for everyone. Hard? Sure. I bet that bunch of wimps wouldn't last a week outside. All they do is sit in that keep of theirs, thinking they're the defenders of justice.
Okay. Was there a fight?
Well, Cole went mad. I've never seen him like that before. He
I
attacked
believe
that
you.
keeper and bit him. It was serious, but the keeper survived. If it weren't for the other men from the village, things could have ended very differently. Afterwards, they chained Cole up and locked him in a cage. His condition started to worsen. They said a monster like him doesn't deserve a jail cell. Jail cells are for humans. Bastards.
They didn't kill him on the spot after something like that? When did Cole start feeling worse?
This might sound silly, but before we reached the keep, we came near a strange structure. The locals call it the Arch Spire. In the morning, we realised everyone had a strange dream. But it was a little different for each of us. Cole started acting weird after that. And in time, it only got worse.
Did he tell you what his dream was about?
No, only that, well, it didn't make much sense. But he was convinced that something bit him. He kept checking. It must have been some bug. Something changed by the Wyrdness. That must have caused his fever, his insanity.
Can you describe how the evening went before the night you had the dream?
Well, it was pretty typical. We started a fire and threw some cobwebs into it. Fran brought them back from one of his treks. That boy could always find them somehow. It was our protection from the night and the weirdness. Ellis was on watch that day, but from what he told us, he eventually fell asleep. We were lucky no one slit our throats.
Okay, what was your dream
I
about?
was in a strange place. Dark. Full of fog. Eerie. I was trying to find him. I called out, but no one answered. I was alone in the night, and then I kept falling, and falling, and falling. And then I woke up.
Huh. Where was your camp?
We set up camp near the arch spire. We hoped that bandits wouldn't dare to venture into a place like that. Well, now I know why we could have been right. With everything that's been happening lately, I'm ready to believe in every strange thing in this world.
Huh. Can I talk to you? Can you hear me? Do you need anything? How do I crouch? Oh. I think I'm gonna have to reload the game, honestly, because I don't think it's working right. Yeah, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Supposed to talk to her? Oh, one of the keepers gave me these flowers. Said it was a gesture of solidarity with your group.
What? What? How dare you? Do you know the meaning of those flowers in that configuration?
Not what he wanted to convey, I assume.
Revenge. Revenge, deception, and death. There's nothing nice about it, and I don't know if he did it on purpose or if he's just an idiot. But trust me, it's not a nice gesture.
If I knew what they meant, I wouldn't have given them to you. I think you're overreacting. I didn't know, so maybe he didn't know either. Well, if I knew what they meant, I wouldn't have given them to you.
Thank you. For them, you are from nowhere, just like me. That's why I believe you. Take those flowers away, burn them, throw them in a cauldron, whatever. I don't want to look at them.
You got it.
Be careful out there.
Okay. Mute Finley. Go, Ben.
Bloody hell, look at this! The old place is in a shambles. Bunch of decrepit old coots. They do nothing but shuffle around, stare at walls, and sleep under leaking roofs. Can't even hammer a nail properly. I'm telling you, if I was still working here, this place wouldn't be falling apart. Ah, but I'm not. Oh, shite. I can't even stand to look at it, let alone live here.
And who are you? What you want? You another one of Durar's freeloaders?
Well, yes, Dora sent me.
I bloody knew it. Retirement my arse. It's shit. Never a moment of peace. At least when I was still working, there was always something to do. Now, so, what you want?
He asked me to bring you your medicine.
One day, my boy got it into his stupid head that old Gaban is ill. Bullshit. They're all telling me I should do something about it, or else I'm done for. I'll be dead as a doornail in no time. Ha! Like hell I will. I'm still here, ain't I? I've served my time. I've lived me life. And now you can all kiss my arse. So there.
I like him. You don't look so good. Maybe you should do something about it. Alright, suit yourself. I'll leave you to your peace and quiet for now. Yeah.
Peace and quiet. Good one. I'll only have my peace and quiet when I'm finally dead, and that ain't gonna happen soon.
At least when I'm with Finley, I don't need to listen to his nagging. Listen, they wanted Heber, that healer from the keep, to come here. He did. They wanted him to look me over. He did. Then he just threw up his hands, mumbled something to himself, and that was it. Hell, I should have been an healer. Wouldn't mind going around being a pain in everyone's arse for a living. These herbs, no idea what they're for. Heber said he doesn't know what's wrong with me, so there's no illness. I'm fit as a fiddle.
Ah, good thing that at least the one guy who hangs around, Finley's the name, doesn't nag me all the time.
Yeah, you said that already. Wanted to see you, but he didn't have a pass. I think he cares.
Yeah, right. He'd better focus on his job.
Is he your caregiver? This Finley guy?
Getting a bit too interested, aren't you? Bring a drink over, and I might share.
Eh.
Then you can kiss my arse. I ain't spilling my guts to strangers. Drinking buddies, though. If there's something you want to know, you'll need to treat me first.
That's fine. I don't want to talk to you either, grumpy old man. Oh, who are you? Nobody important. Okay. And you? Don't look important either. Okay. Liz, repair, okay. Requires 50 wood? Holy. Okay. Hello?
Buy something or bugger off. Unless you've already bought from Orla. Then just bugger off.
What's this about Orla?
I wouldn't mind knowing that myself. She stole a lucrative business contract out from under me and my family. Then made herself at home here. Damn those Timberwall merchants. Everyone's always yammering about Timberwall. Timber this, timber that. Bugger them all. Remember, good business, only with Connacht. Fair prices, no bullshit.
Okay, so you're from Connacht?
Yes, Connacht. From a merchant family, to be specific. Though I've always wanted to join the Royal Geographers. To chart the uncharted. But I broke my leg, badly enough that I couldn't travel anymore.
How'd you end up here then?
After the accident, I was stuck at home, sitting on my ass and looking after the books. It was driving me crazy. Not what I wanted from life.
The Royal Geographers?
You've never heard of them? They're a guild of explorers, dating back to the age of legends. They travel across Avalon, documenting all the lost and forgotten places, crawling through hidden caves, discovering old ruins. That's what LSA and I dreamed of. Though, only one of us got to live it.
Who's LSA?
Well, a friend from back home. It was a long time ago. We were both snot-nosed kids who didn't know any better. We'd run around Connacht, drawing maps of every corner we could find. And on the farms, LSA insisted on marking every stone in the fields. My mother used to get on my ass for wasting so much paper and charcoal. Good times.
What happened to Elise?
She got in with the geographers, started running errands for them. Well, it was right after my accident. I might have acted a bit rashly. Said some things I shouldn't have. You know how it goes. We stopped talking, and then she left Connacht. Haven't seen her since.
Not as fun as it sounds, trust me. What was the most unexpected thing about this place?
First thing I did when I arrived was ask the locals what this village is called. And they just said, wait for it, the village. There's also a sunken village nearby. So I asked them what that one was called, and they said, the Sunken Village. So I asked what it was called before it was flooded, and they told me, the village. How do you even work with that?
Okay. What do you have
Buying
for sale?
anything?
Actually, yeah. Let me see. You got fish. Peasant stew. Fisherman's breath. Ooh, spyglass. Allows scouting. Ooh. How much is it? 8? By that. From now on, you can use the spyglass within the game world whenever you like to scout distant areas or mark points of interest. Okay. Wait,
You just
what?
gonna stand there and stare? Or are you gonna buy something?
Yeah, let me look at your other stuff. Lockpick. Ooh, that's very reasonable. Moonshine. I think I'll buy like 4 of those. Fishing rod. I already have a fishing rod. Nothing. Okay. Nah, I'm not gonna steal from them. Ooh, what's this? Wooden villa. Dreaming of owning a property by the sea? Welcome to Driftwood Hollow, where the charm is salty, the houses are ventilated, and the views are mostly unobstructed by the collapsing pier. Every home here tells a story mainly about leaky roofs, creaky floors, and ghosts who might cover your heating bill. But now, before the seagulls claim squatters' rights, 20,000? Holy Spain. I'll take all that. It's not stealing. Oats, iron ore, yeah, I'll take it. Can't go in there. Ooh, coin, feathers, ooh, yeah. Okay. So that's it here? Something tavern.
Beer from Kunacht, wine from Farshire, moonshine, only local, the best there is. And fish, lots and lots of fish. What's your poison?
Ooh, pancake bread, scrambled eggs with meat, poultry stew, venison stew, beef stew, hunter stew. I made a beef stew last night. It was good. Hunter's delicacy. Ooh. Moonshine, spirit, wine. Moonshine, steal. No, I don't want to steal. Wine. That looks like it has food in it. What do you have to
Who are
say?
you? Another refugee? This place is already crawling with your lot. It's like a Camelosian privy after a feast. In my day, you only saw old, familiar faces round here. And maybe we didn't all love each other, but a local is a local. It was easier to share with others, even when you didn't have much.
Is there a problem?
A problem? No. No problem, just rambling to myself. But now that I look at you, sure enough, you don't look like one of them.
Why are you sitting here on your own?
I don't know. But you could put something on the table, and then maybe we can talk.
Want some mashed potatoes? Or something. Give 5 wealth. Sure.
Thank you. That's better. We used to come here, the 3 of us. Me, Berg, and Fedley. But lately, something's gotten into Berg, and it all kinda fell apart. Hell knows what happened. One day he just stopped talking to us. We went to his house to get him, but he only cursed a blue streak at us. Say, mate, do you feel like talking to an old obla? I feel bad for him, but I've got no more patience. And Finley. Let's just say Finley's no good at this stuff.
I'll speak with Bart.
Now you're talking. Ever since he got so maudlin, Berg usually sits alone by the sea. Let me know what's wrong with him.
Okay. You're pretty.
Excuse me, could you get me a clean glass? And I mean clean, not just wiped 3 times with a dirty rag.
Do I look like a bar wench to you? Not your servant, bring it yourself. I'm sorry, but who are you? Do I look like a bar wench to you?
I'm not sure. I don't mean to say that you peasants all look the same, but you have to understand it's quite difficult for people like me to tell anyone apart in this dreariness. Especially since there seems to be so many people like you here. I thought the South was supposed to be more secluded.
People like you? And I thought the Highborn had better manners.
Well, I'm sorry if you felt offended. I won't bother you anymore.
You see that? Not one, but 2 noble ladies in a tavern tonight. That's a rare sight around here.
Aye, I saw 'em. You don't see their kind much in places like this. Makes you wonder what brings 'em down here.
One's Lady Elaine, a scholar from Farshire. Thought about talking to her, but I'd probably just make an ass of myself.
Elaine, eh? Yeah, she's known for her smarts. Better keep your mouth shut around her, unless you want to feel about as sharp as a blunt axe.
And the other one, Lady Elisa. Not as smart as Elaine, but she's certainly posh. Got the airs of royalty without the smarts to back it up.
Ha! Elisa, yeah. She's got the looks, but don't expect her to be cracking any books. Doesn't need to. Not with that Duncan by her side. Though from what I've seen, they don't seem to like each other all that much.
Yeah, I've noticed. I sit together, but...
Hello, child. You look competent enough. I can see that you're not of noble blood. Oh, no need to tell me that. I've tutored the children of aristocrats from all over Avalon. Fortunately for you, my opinion of them is not particularly high. Oh, and you don't look like one of the locals. Are you a visitor? Or an adventurer?
What's it to you? What's this about? Who are you? What's this about?
You can talk. Now, I'm sure we'll get along. My name is Lady Elaine. I oversee the Farshire Library, the greatest collection of books in this part of Avalon.
Great to meet you. What are you doing here?
Oh, biding my time, until a brave adventurer with a death wish comes along and asks if there's anything they can help me with.
Well, can I help you out? Tell me what you need.
surprising. I'm looking for someone who will help me find a certain artifact. So, are you interested, child?
Yes. This child needs to know the details first. Sounds good. What do you want me to do? Sorry, Lady Elaine, but I have other things on my mind. I needed to know more info first.
I came to the Horns of the South because I found a fascinating book. It referred to a certain object, a figure most likely, which has the ability to dispel the Wyrdness like a menhir can. Apparently, it can be found on the ship called Andraste, which sank over 100 years ago somewhere in this area. However, when I asked those nincompoops about it, they just laughed at me. They said that the Andraste wasn't carrying anything of value, and even if it was, they wouldn't freeze their butts off in those chilly waters.
Okay, tell me about it.
The Last Voyage of the Andraste by Elvis the Lightkeeper. He was one of the more notable keepers. In his waning years, he became an adjutant to Captain Lex. But it's best if you read it yourself. You can read, can't you? But just be very careful. This is a very rare publication. Read it very carefully, and after you're done, come to me, and I'll tell you more. A deal?
Okay.
Ah, and they say young people don't want to learn anything. Come on, chop, 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 get to reading.
R. Damn it. Okay, wrong button. Journal. No. Inventory. Wait, what's this? Chisel now. Guards key, gel key. Ooh, read. Oh, God. I wasn't... Okay. Okay, it was not a good place, especially not for humans. The odd instruments used for God knows what, the signs written in a strange language, and that disturbing figure. To this day, the mere memory of it makes me shiver. And to think of all this, and to think that all of this, and maybe still is, lurking so close to the Horns of the South. If you ask me, they should bury the entrance to that mine and seal it up forever. I tried to convince Captain Lex not to take anything from those accursed chambers, but he wouldn't listen. The four-armed figure didn't look like all that much to me, but I could see how alluring it was to the captain. It reminded me of those strange menhirs I heard about from the inland villagers, not so impressive in stature. Only not so impressive in stature. On the captain's orders, we threw the cargo into the hold and steered towards the Island of the Dead and its island asylum. Isle of the Dead. Writing these words and reflecting on everything that happened afterwards, I realized how cruel that name is. I was wrenched from my musings by a roaring sound, almost like a clap of thunder. It knocked me off my feet, flinging me at the mast like a rag doll. It took a while for me to realize that something had hit the bottom of the ship, something huge. Water flooded the deck. People were running around screaming. Well, at least those who hadn't already been thrown overboard earlier. I had no idea what was happening. Did Nolly ram us into some rocks? Then came another blow, this time port side. That was when I saw her. Every sailor in the South has stories about the terror from the deep, and there she was. Her scaly body gleamed before my eyes for only a moment, but it was a sight I never forgot I will never forget as long as I live. The ship was sinking, yet I could not stop staring at the spot where I had seen the sea monster. A moment later, a piece of the mast hit me in the head, and I lost consciousness. To this day, I do not know whether I owe my survival to the will of the gods, a twist of fate, or a whim of the monster. Why me? Why was I chosen to tell this story? If so, then that is what I shall do, and I humbly offer my thanks to forces I cannot comprehend for giving me the chance to fulfill this task. Okay, I read it.
And? Have you read The Last Voyage of the Andraste?
Yep.
Oh, splendid, splendid. Oh, it's an excellent book, don't you think? Now, let's test your reading comprehension. According to Elvis the Lightkeeper, in the mine near the Horns of the South, they found something that they took with them on the ship. Do you remember what that was, child?
Four-limbed figure. I guess it's a figure of a four-dweller?
That's right. This is the artifact I'm looking for. One that might be vital to repelling the Wyrdness. According to Elvis's description, the figure is smaller than a menhir, and light enough that they were able to carry it to the ship without any trouble. Were it small, it would probably have been placed in Captain Lex's quarters instead of in the hold. I've estimated it should be about 1 meter tall. Good. Next question. What was the Andraste's destination?
Oh. The island asylum.
Correct. Be very careful with what I'm about to tell you. But some believe that the Red Priests are dedicated to studying the Wyrdness instead of the Red Death. Captain Lex must have thought they'd pay him generously for a four-dweller artifact. Last question. What sank the Andraste?
It was a sea monster.
Yes. You did well, child. I can see that you were paying attention. According to Elvis, the Andraste was sunk by the legendary terror from the deep. But if you want to know more, ask your keeper friends. They should be much better informed. Now, all you need to do is find the wreck of the Andraste and retrieve the mysterious figure.
Where exactly did she sink?
Oh, if only I knew. It must have happened somewhere on the way between the Horns of the South and the island asylum. Oh, but where exactly? Fortunately, I know something that could help us. In the Horns of the South Museum, there are some extremely interesting books and documents lying around and collecting dust. Can you imagine having such treasures at hand and choosing to completely ignore them? Oh, barbarians. Among them, you'll find the Andraste's logbook, which was saved by Elvis. I've read it, of course, but I know nothing about sailing. I'm sure such a competent child as yourself will handle it much better. Go to the Horns of the South Museum, read the logbook, and then tell me whether you managed to locate the wreck of the Andraste.
Okay. We're getting missions up the wazoo. Ooh, what's this? Warning, unauthorized entry to the castle grounds will be strictly punished. Also, please refrain from bringing any more gifts or bread. The seagulls are already enough of a nuisance. The herrings of the South fishing records. Finley, trout, Randall. Okay. It's a fishing competition. Beg you, please don't take everything we own. We may be refugees, but that doesn't mean our belongings are for anyone to take. Notice a right shoe was found on the beach. Please pick it up at the tavern, but bring proof that you own the left one. I think I've talked to enough people. I want to do some stuffs. Okay, let's see. We've got quests. So, Wyrdness wants me to prove myself before I can speak to the captain. And the first piece of the king's soul is tied to Excalibur. Okay, Geez, such a strange. Perhaps it would be worth finding their old camp and sleeping there. Let's do that. Should I talk to him? I tried to give him the medicine, dude. Can I cut this down? Ooh. King Trumpet. Can I cut this down? This. I can't cut that down. Okay. Talk to your father. Seems you two are in conflict.
It's no secret. He's just an old, bitter man who hates the entire world. And I'm a part of it, so, well, it is what it is. That's all. See you around.
Mm-hmm. I thought you said come back to you once I did give him the medicine. Maybe since it didn't count me giving it to him because he didn't want it, it didn't count. Maybe I have to convince him. There was something I wanted to take out. I want my 2 daggers, that's for sure. I want this. Pickaxe, that's what I wanted. Okay. Oh, still quite a ways. Okay. And it's down there, right? Oh. Ooh. Okay. We approach with respect. The tower allowed us to discover its potential. We don't know what it once was. We know that now it is the way home. Be careful, pilgrim. When you enter, your soul must be strong and pure. Huh. Okay. Here I go. What did I get myself into? What is this, man?
Help me! Come closer, please.
Smash it.
Just for a brief moment. It won't hurt.
Smash his head in. Who are you?
My name, in your language, it'll be Abhartak. I was imprisoned years ago by your king. Human, but inhuman at the same time. I suffer, I wither, I'm defiled. They left me here to endure hunger and pain. I cannot bear this form. It is twisted and unbefitting of a fall dweller.
What did you do to Cole?
So you've come here to save that man? Fool, you cannot help him now. Its humanity has been devoured. He has been freed from this pointless human existence. My death will change nothing. It has gone too far. Instead, let me taste your blood. You too shall be freed.
No. What do you want to do?
Let me taste your blood. I need just a little. Let me bite you.
Why do you want to bite me?
To ease the pain. Yours and mine. I need food, and you need a bit of care. You humans are fragile. I can handle that.
I don't think so. You'll die.
Though my fate deposit strike here.
What? Weird. That is so weird. I don't want nobody biting me. Okay. very, very weird. Can I, How do I get these cobwebs? I have a level up again? Ooh. Perception seemed good. Maybe some strength, though. Or let's try to keep it sort of ish even. Let's do that. And then stamina? Nah. Parry. Yeah, let's try. Wait, your parry window is increased by 0.2 seconds. Let's do that. Oh. He's a pretty horse. Well, I think this is where I'm gonna have to end it for today. Wow. That is freaking weird. Oh, that's cool. Anyways, I'm back here. So, in the next one... Wait. I think there's supposed to be a sword around here. Damn it, I'm getting distracted. I gotta end it. So anyways, yeah. In the next one, we'll go talk to that coal guy. See what happened there. And, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys have a very, very wonderful day. Like, subscribe, and share if you want. And bye for now. That looks cool. Yeah. Anyways, bye for now.